You just got your 2026 tax refund. Maybe $1,000, maybe $3,000, maybe more, and you have a choice. Spend it and feel good for a week, or use it strategically and change your financial trajectory for years. Most people blow their tax refund within 30 days, on things they can't even remember a year later. But if you're watching this video, you're not most people. Today, I'm walking you through the smartest moves for your tax refund, based on where you actually are financially. Not generic advice, a decision tree. Your situation, your priorities, your best move. Welcome to Wealth Flow Explainers. If you're here to make smarter money decisions without the financial jargon, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe because tax refund season is short and this advice expires fast. Let's get into it. Before we dive into specific moves, you need to figure out which financial situation you're in. Because the smartest move for someone with $10,000 in credit card debt is completely different from someone with no debt and a solid emergency fund. Here's the decision tree. Branch 1. You have high interest debt. Credit cards, payday loans, personal loans over 8% interest. Branch 2. You have no emergency fund. Less than $1,000 saved. Living paycheck to paycheck. One car repair away from crisis. Branch 3. You have debt handled and a starter emergency fund. You're stable, not in crisis mode. Ready to build wealth. Most of you will fall into one of these three categories. So here's how this works. I'm going to walk through each branch. When you hear your situation, that's your answer. That's your move. Let's start with the most urgent one. If you have credit card debt, personal loans, or anything charging over 8% interest, your tax refund has one job: kill that debt. Here's why this isn't sexy advice, but it's the smartest move you can make. The math. Let's say you have $3,000 in credit card debt at 22% APR, about average right now. If you make minimum payments, you'll pay roughly $2,000 in interest over time. That's $2,000 thrown away. If you use your tax refund to pay it off completely, you just earned yourself a guaranteed 22% return. Find me an investment that guarantees 22% returns with zero risk. You can't. It doesn't exist. Paying off high-interest debt is the single highest return investment available to most people. How to do this? Step 1. List all your debts from highest interest rate to lowest. Step 2. Throw your entire tax refund at the highest interest debt first. This is called the avalanche method. Step 3. If your refund doesn't cover the full balance, pay as much as possible and redirect your normal monthly payment to finish it off. Step 4. Once that debt is gone, roll that payment into the next highest interest debt. The mistake to avoid: don't spread your refund across multiple debts equally. You want to eliminate high-interest debt as fast as possible. Concentrate your fire. What if I have multiple debts? Use your refund to wipe out the highest interest one completely if possible. The psychological win of eliminating one debt entirely keeps you motivated. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, but I also need an emergency fund, I hear you. Here's the compromise. If your debt is under control but not gone, and you have zero emergency savings, take $500, $1,000 of your refund and put it in a separate savings account. Just enough to handle a small emergency. Then throw the rest at your debt. But if your debt is severe, multiple cards maxed out, collections, that kind of crisis, hit the debt first. All of it, because debt is a financial emergency. If you don't have high interest debt, or you just paid it off using the strategy I just explained, your next move depends on your emergency fund. And if you don't have one, your tax refund just became it. What is an emergency fund? It's money set aside for actual emergencies, not planned expenses, not vacations. Not, I really want this thing, car breaks down, medical bill hits. You lose your job. That's what this money is for. How much do you need? There are two tiers. Tier 1. Starter emergency fund, $1,000 minimum. This covers most common emergencies: car repair, appliance replacement, urgent medical copay. Tier 2. Full emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This is your job loss, major crisis, life-changing event buffer. If you have zero emergency savings right now, your tax refund goes straight into Tier 1. How to do this? Step 1. Open a high-yield savings account. Right now, online banks are offering around 4% APY. Don't use your regular checking account. You need this money separate and harder to access. Step 2. Deposit your refund, or at least $1,000 of it, into this account. Step 3. Do not touch it unless it's an actual emergency. And no, a sale at your favorite store is not an emergency. Why this matters? Most people live one unexpected expense away from going into debt. That's why 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing. Your tax refund breaks that cycle. With $1,000 in the bank, you stop making desperate financial decisions. You stop putting emergencies on credit cards. You stop taking payday loans. That $1,000 is financial breathing room. What if my refund is bigger than $1,000? Perfect. Put $1,000 in your emergency fund. Then look at the next branch, investing and wealth building, for what to do with the rest. What if my refund is less than $1,000? Put the entire thing in your emergency fund. Then commit to adding $50, $100 per month until you hit $1,000. The goal is to get to that baseline as fast as possible. If you're in this branch, congratulations. You've handled the crisis stuff. No high-interest debt dragging you down, emergency fund in place. Now your tax refund becomes a wealth-building tool. And this is where things get interesting. Because money you don't need for immediate survival can be invested. And invested money grows, compounds, works for you 24/7 without you doing anything. Here are your best options, ranked by priority. Option 1. Max out your Roth IRA contribution. This is the golden move if you qualify. A Roth IRA is a retirement account where your money grows completely tax-free. You contribute money that's already been taxed. It grows for decades, and when you retire, you pay zero tax on withdrawals. In 2026, you can contribute up to $7,000 per year, $8,000 if you're over 50. If you haven't contributed yet this year, your tax refund can go straight into your Roth IRA. Why this is powerful? Let's say you're 30 years old. You put $3,000 from your tax refund into a Roth IRA invested in a low-cost index fund. Assuming average market returns of around 10% annually, that $3,000 grows to roughly $52,000 by age 65. Tax-free. That's the power of time and compound growth. How to do this? Step 1. Open a Roth IRA with Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab. Takes about 10 minutes online. Step 2. Deposit your refund, up to the $7,000 annual limit. Step 3. Invest it in a target date fund, or total market index fund. Don't just leave it sitting as cash in the account. Income limits. If you earn over $161,000 as a single filer or $240,000 as married filing jointly, you can't contribute directly to a Roth IRA. In that case, skip to Option 2. Option 2. Start or add to a taxable brokerage account. If you've already maxed your Roth IRA or you don't qualify, a regular brokerage account is next. This is a standard investment account. No tax benefits like a Roth IRA, but also no contribution limits and no age restrictions on withdrawals. You can invest in the same index funds, ETFs, and stocks as you would in a retirement account. You just pay capital gains tax when you sell for a profit. How to do this? Step 1. Open a brokerage account with Fidelity, Schwab, or Vanguard. Step 2. Deposit your refund. Step 3. Invest in a total market index fund like VTI or FXAIX. This gives you instant diversification across hundreds of companies. Why index funds? Because they're low-cost, diversified, and historically outperform most actively managed funds. You're not trying to pick the next Tesla. You're buying a piece of the entire market and letting it grow over time. Option 3. Pay down low-interest debt. Strategic. If you have low-interest debt, like a mortgage under 4%, student loans under 5%, car loan under 6%, this is optional. Mathematically, you're better off investing if your debt interest rate is lower than average market returns. But there's a psychological component too. Some people hate debt and would rather be debt-free even if it's not the optimal math move. If that's you, putting your refund toward extra principal payments on your mortgage or student loans is still a solid move. You're building equity and reducing future interest. Just understand you're choosing peace of mind over maximum returns, and that's okay. Option 4, invest in yourself. This is the wildcard option, but it can have the highest return. If there's a skill, certification, course, or tool that would increase your income, your tax refund might be best spent there. Examples: professional certification that qualifies you for higher-paying roles, course that teaches you a high-demand skill, equipment for a side business you're launching. The ROI on self-investment can be massive. A $1,000 course that leads to a $10,000 salary increase pays for itself in weeks. Just make sure it's strategic, not just random education that directly leads to more income. Most of you fit cleanly into one of those three branches, but some of you are in hybrid situations. Here's how to handle those. Situation 1. I have some debt and no emergency fund. Split your refund. Put $500, $1,000 into an emergency fund. Throw the rest at your highest interest debt. You need both. The emergency fund prevents new debt. Paying down debt stops the bleeding. Situation 2. I have a small emergency fund, but not the full 3 to 6 months. Decision point: do you have high interest debt? If yes, prioritize debt. If no, split your refund between growing your emergency fund and starting to invest. Maybe $1,000 more into emergency savings, the rest into a Roth IRA. Situation 3, I'm totally overwhelmed and don't know where to start. Start with the emergency fund. $1,000 in a high-yield savings account. That's your foundation. Once that's in place, everything else becomes clearer. Situation 4, my refund is huge, over $5,000. You have options. First, ask yourself why your refund is so large. A big refund means you overpaid taxes all year. You gave the government an interest-free loan. Consider adjusting your withholding so you keep more money in your paycheck throughout the year. But for this year's refund, $1,000, $2,000 to emergency fund if needed. Max out Roth IRA contribution, $7,000. Remaining amount into taxable brokerage or debt payoff. Don't blow a huge refund just because it feels like free money. It's not free, it was yours all along. Here's the mistake most people make with tax refunds. They treat it like bonus money. Like it fell from the sky. Like it's not real money that has to follow the same rules as the rest of their income. So they blow it. New TV, weekend trip. Shopping spree, nice dinner. And a month later, they can't remember what they bought. But the money's gone. Here's the reframe. Your tax refund is concentrated financial power. It's a lump sum that can move you forward faster than months of regular budgeting. Used right, it can eliminate debt, build security, or start an investment account that compounds for decades. Used wrong, it disappears. The difference between those two outcomes is the decision you make in the next 48 hours. So here's your action plan. Figure out which branch you're in. High interest debt? Pay it off. No emergency fund? Build one. Financially stable? Invest it. Then execute. Today. This week. Don't let your refund sit in checking where it slowly disappears on random purchases. Make the smart move. Your future self will thank you. If this video helped you figure out your next move, hit subscribe. We're breaking down personal finance without the jargon every single week. Drop a comment below. What are you doing with your 2026 tax refund? Let's hold each other accountable. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.